Hey, hello, welcome to another video. Today is the first day of Inktober. Hopefully this will be the first Inktober I'm able to fully complete. I believe I started once or twice before, but never really got around to finishing it. But yeah, I decided to, make it a video series, get back into video making and stuff like that, trying to keep things a little bit more simple. And today we're drawing Vyers, the Dark Adonis, also known as Midboss, a character from Disgaea 1. And for at the very least the first 9 days of Inktober, I'm going to be drawing specifically Disgaea characters. I'm not going to be following the prompts, just because I don't find the prompts that interesting. Might look at it if I'm look if I don't have a specific idea what I want to do. Let's say past the first 9 days. But for the most part, I'm just going to be specifically sticking with Disgaea characters for the first 9 days, specifically Disgaea characters from Disgaea 1, because Disgaea 1 Complete's coming out, and I'm super excited for that. And I really wanted to draw Vyers, the Dark Adonis, doing his Adonic shot. I experimented a little bit with a rose, kinda. Uh, and because he's often seen with holding a rose and stuff. But I decided just to focus on the Adonic shot, loosely based on it, and so I'm drawing these perspective lines. When it comes to the actual drawing itself, I'm 50-50 on it. It took me a lot of just mental effort just to get this started, especially when it gets to the actual inking. But I really don't like how the line art itself came out. But the whole point of Inktober is to get good at it and stuff like that. And yeah, so hopefully I can develop better habits of just practicing and getting to do things. One thing I often struggle with is committing to long-term projects because I'm very motivated heavy, and if I can't keep my motivation up, I crash really hard. It's something I can't really help that much, but I want to try to get past it because I do want to make manga. I do want to draw manga. I want to write stories. I want to create content. I want to, tell these big stories I have in my head that I'm really happy with, but I can never, catch up physically in terms of my drawing ability. And I'm also very picky, so I don't think I would be good with an artist. I wouldn't. Maybe I don't know. I would have to write it specifically with the intention of me not drawing anything. But as we saw here, we saw me kind of dab it a lot with an Anita eraser, which took me a good 10 minutes to find. I was like, I swear I had an Anita eraser somewhere around here because I want to go back in with my 0.3 mechanical pencil, just kind of focusing a little bit more on the details, readjust the things like the mouth, which I still don't end up liking how it turned out in the end. But yeah, I tried to clean up some of the detail in the wings, some things around the foot and stuff like that. I couldn't find a lot of official art of Vyers from the waist down. There's a few images, but we mostly see him from the waist up. So I wasn't sure how his wings connected to his jacket. And I don't think we ever see a perfectly back image of him. But I think the wings are supposed to be either going in under his jacket or are actually a part of his jacket. I'm not entirely sure. I'm 50-50 on the hair. It's I like Vyers' overall design. He's a pretty fun character. Actually, very important to the story. Despite being literally nicknamed Midboss, and even when Laharl, the main character, calls him a Midboss, his name in game gets turned into Midboss, and it's just great. I haven't been paying attention much to what's going to be changing in Disgaea 1 Complete, but I hope Vyers is an obtainable party member, because that would be awesome. Yeah, I kind of like how his wings came out. They're probably my favorite part of the drawing. I also like how some of the hatching looks on his legs and jacket once I get to it. The things I use for this are a Micron 03, a Micron 08, and I believe it's a pencil dual brush pen, or no, Pilot. It's Pilot. I think. Yeah, it's Pilot. Hold on. I think I have it right over here. Sorry for the squeak. Yes, it's Pilot. Just grabbed it. So basically, I use that to help fill in some of the areas a bit more, add some bit more shadows. I wasn't sure how to like render out a glowy ball of his Adonic shot thing out, so I just kind of use these ray lines and stuff like that. I like how some of them turned out, but one of them got a little bit smudged. I was thinking about cleaning it up in digital, but I decided to not do that. I wanted to keep it all traditional ink, because I think that would just help out with my lines a lot more if I don't try to do much digital editing to it, and try to keep that to a minimum for at least Inktober. The only things I'll do to clean it up is like if I'm scanning it in and there's like speck of dust, I'll get rid of the speck of dust and stuff like that. Which I had to do with one of his wings. That my scanner picked up a like big speck on his left wing. So yeah, I'm just putting in some of the heavier shadows. I might have gotten a little bit overboard with a few of them, but I knew that his pants and shirt were going to be crosshatched, so I wanted to show that difference. That line right over there, to his, the darkest spot on his right wing, or to now on the left, now back on the right, was from a mistake in inking. So I decided to put some extra shadows in it. And I really like how that looked. I'm really bad at drawing long lines. My hands tend to shake a lot when I'm trying to like really concentrate. I always have trouble with like even things like rulers, drawing lines with rulers. That sounds really bad, but it's just how my hands are. I think it has to do something with my autism, since one thing I always constantly hear about autism is that people with it always have trouble with small things. I always had trouble with small things, but no one ever specifically mentioned it to me specifically. I know I am autistic. I've been diagnosed several times. More like, well, not several times, more like getting like not recertified, re-diagnosed, just to see if how severe my autism actually is, because it was believed that I had a more severe version when I was younger, but as I grew older it was less severe, supposedly. But yeah, so sometimes I just have trouble with like small things, or keeping my hands steady is the point. Yeah, we're getting near the end of the drawing. I decided to only do double hatching the cross on one leg, just so it has a bit more visual difference compared to his shirt. And I tried to thin out the hatching at the top of his arm that's raised up to make it look like it's a little bit more lighter. Then I erased it all with a motor eraser. I love those erasers. But yeah, and here's the finished scanned in drawing. I'm not sure if I scanned it in right. The black lines look a little bit weird. I'm still trying to get better and better at scanning, because I don't scan a lot of things. But yeah, I'm 50-50 on this drawing, but like I said, the whole point of Inktober is to get better, is to continue to do better with things. One of the things I want to try to do is maybe incorporate more environments in later drawings, but I'm just keeping the start simple just so I start, and not use the excuse of, well, I did something too ambitious at the start. It's like, no, let's just do some stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing videos of all of them, of all the days, but I will be doing at least a decent ink drawing every day. And just smaller ink drawings here and there, focusing on my inking skills for all of October and stuff like that. But for I'm going to try to at least get like maybe like 3 or 4 videos out of the Disgaea ones at the very least, especially with the day that Disgaea 1 Complete comes out. So yeah, I'm also going to be live streaming Disgaea 1 Complete when that comes out. I'm going to be playing that on the Nintendo Switch version. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll be joining in Inktober as well. And let's hope that we all get at least a tiny bit better. Yeah, and see y'all later.